So hello, everybody. Welcome to our virtual cooking class for this week. We're pretty excited because it's all about strawberries. And so today's host team is the Rising Stars, led by director Gail Rosado. And Gail has got herself and Uilani and Jojo, who will be doing our demonstrations tonight. So we're going to go first to Jojo's kitchen and let her start. So let me spotlight her. And Jojo, you just want to make sure, I think you're already unmuted. You're rocking and rolling, ready to go.
Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to our cooking class featuring strawberries. As you can see, I'm ready to go picking strawberries in the patch. I have to get into theme. So when I heard the theme, fun fact about me, I went to college at UH Hilo, and so maybe about 2 or 3 years ago, my husband and I took a huaka'i, or a trip, back to Moku Keawe. So my recipes were inspired by that trip, and I actually have an extra recipe tonight. So if you live in Hilo, because I know we had some Hilo people on, does anybody know what is the famous thing that comes out of Two Ladies Kitchen? You can unmute, you can throw it in the chat. I see Tina waving her hand. What is it, Tina?
Mochi!
Mochi! Oh my God, okay. So our last trip out there, we stayed in Waikoloa, but I always have to go to Hilo because I worked at Big Island Candies. So we gotta get Big Island Candies, we gotta get Lowe's bread, and we gotta get strawberry mochi from Two Ladies Kitchen. So I actually buy 12 of these, and as we go around the island, I eat the whole thing, nothing comes home. So this is where I was inspired to make mochi in my own kitchen because, man, that thing is so good. So we did a test batch this afternoon. It didn't look so pretty, but oh my gosh, it tastes so ono. So we're gonna go ahead and make it. So the first thing that we need is azuki beans. We need red bean paste. Now, I couldn't find azuki beans, so I went to Walmart and I found this. It's a prepared red beans. You can see it. And so funny, so I use my can opener, my Tupperware can opener. You see, it's very old and aged. It is older than my daughter. She is going to be 18 this year. And it's still going. I still use this. I never replaced it. But what I love to do with these cans, I run a daycare here, and because they have no edges, I got to clean it out, and I actually put glue on it, and we put it right inside of our dramatic play center, and that's the best dramatic play ever if you have kids. Just use your old recycled cans. So I'm gonna get the azuki beans to show you what happened. So when I opened the azuki beans, we need actually a paste, but if you can see, there's a little bit of beans still inside of there. So we're gonna use the chop and prep. This is my favorite tool in my kitchen. It is always inside of my dish drainer or dishwasher, probably 2 or 3 times a day. So we're just gonna take, like I said, I use some, so that is a 18-ounce can. You probably need about 5 ounces of paste for a recipe. And there are recipes online that you can make your own azuki beans. One day, I'm gonna make that, and I'll share that with you too. But for today, we'll use the store-bought stuff. Okay. You just love Tupperware, everything just fits there. So we're gonna use the chop and prep chef. Now, one of the things I love is this is a little food processor. And every time you pull the cord, it does, I believe it was 10 turns. So this is just 1 turn. And what we're doing is we're breaking up the beans some more so that you can have a nice paste. So I'm going to show you what the paste looks like. And so there's the paste. And we're going to put this on the side. So one of the things I learned earlier today is you don't want to use it straight out of the can. It's best if it's refrigerated. If you notice, I'm cleaning off the blade. I'm just going to rinse it off real fast so that it doesn't rust. And put it back in its cover. Tupperware thinks of everything so we don't get hurt in the kitchen. Covers are very important. By the way, my husband sliced his finger open last night at 11. So we were in the ER for a good 2 hours while they cleaned and glued him back together. So he's glued back together. So you want to make sure you're using those covers. But now it's a nice smooth paste. So I'm just gonna put the cover on this, and I'm gonna throw this in the fridge for another time. It'll keep in the fridge for about a week. If you're not going to use it, throw it in a freezer mate and throw it in the freezer. So, fridge. In the meantime, I have some prepped strawberries. Now, when you make strawberry mochi or any kind of filled mochi, you have to work really fast. So this recipe is only for 6 strawberries. And so you see the paste, I cheated. You're supposed to dry your hands, wash your hands, dry your hands, make little balls of the beans and put them inside. No, I went and used a cookie scoop and I just scoop it in. That is my way. Anything fast and easy. So I'm gonna show you what my more what I did earlier. So you're gonna take your strawberry and you see I just cut off the tops. They are washed, so rinsed and dried and then cut. So they're nice and dry when you work with it. And you're gonna take the paste. It's very, very sticky. And you're gonna try and wrap it around as best as you can. You wanna make sure it's as even as you can get it. Because it makes a difference when you're eating the mochi. And then I'm just gonna put them right back in here. But you see my hands, they're getting all dirty again. So if you watch the videos of people doing this, like they clean their hands with every mochi, I don't have time to do that. So yeah, this is how I'm doing it. This is the Tupperware Kind Things kitchen, where everything is done according to my timeline. Okay, so 6 strawberries. This is like perfect because you can put it in a small little Tupperware if you're going to a friend's house as a little omiyage or a gift, or just for yourself. I hear strawberries are an aphrodisiac. I was trying to feed them to my husband. He didn't want none. I don't know if you can see, they're looking like little chocolate balls. So that's the trick, is you want the paste to be as even. When I did it the first time, yeah, it looked way worse than this. So remember, keep it cold. I should have watched the YouTube videos before I did it right, instead of just reading and trying. Okay. Now, when New Year's comes along, usually I go to my uncle's house and they have mochi makers. So we make mochi rice and it beats the rice into mochi, and the whole family gets together and we make mochi and we stuff mochi. But it's too much. Did you know you can make mochi right in your kitchen? Just a little bit. You don't have to wait for New Year's or to fly to Hilo. So there's my sticky azuki bean. If you guys wasn't watching me on camera, literally I would lick it because it tastes so good. I am a fan of licking fingers and spoons and bowls. So look, I finally got my microfiber. I'm so happy. They get to stay right on the counter. Okay, so that is what our strawberries look like. I'm gonna cover them up. Where did I put my cover? So this is just a freezer mate, but I'm gonna cover them up and I'm gonna put them back in the fridge so that they stay cold and they stay packed like that while I work on the mochi. Okay, so mochi time. We're gonna use our stack cooker. Our stack cooker is like years ago when my daughter was not born. This was like our main cooking product. We didn't have all the fancy stuff we have today. And this one is, well, parts of it is very old. And I like to show this one because if you notice, my base is blue. And this part is blue because these are the parts that I use all the time. My colander is blue. My comb and my cover, they're cranberry. And the reason why I bring this up is, if you didn't know, Tupperware has a lifetime warranty against cracking, breaking, chipping, peeling. So I paid $100 or so for this almost 20 years ago, and I've already had pieces replaced, and I don't have to buy a whole new stack cooker. So we're gonna use a stack cooker. The reason we call it stack cooker is you can make a meal in the bottom and you can layer them and you can make up to 3 different dishes at once. We're only gonna use, I think this is a 1 3/4 quart casserole and the cover. And the reason I use the cover, in the original directions, they were covering it with saran wrap. And I don't know about you, but I hate saran wrap. It's plastic, it ends up in the ocean and it's one-time use. So thank God we have the stack cooker. Okay, so for the mochi, we are gonna use 1 cup of mochiko flour. And I have the recipes, I just wanted to add in pictures from tonight. So hopefully I can get some good pictures tonight because we were too busy eating earlier. And 2 tablespoons of sugar. And we're gonna use 3/4 of a cup of water. Oh, not that water though. I love my water bottles, so we need to put like names on our water bottles. So I know whose is whose. This is for the demo and that is for my drinking. So the first thing you wanna do is mix up the mochiko and the sugar. You probably could add in some food coloring here, but who wants food coloring? We just want to eat, right? Or at least I just want to eat. Okay, so I just mixed it up. And then I'm gonna take my silicone spatula and we're gonna add in just a little bit of water at a time. Probably about a 1/4 cup is what they recommend. And you're just gonna mix it all together. I hope you guys can see this all good. A little bit more. And yeah, it looks very cakey, but you'll be surprised once you throw it in the microwave how good it goes. I think this is gonna be the winner because earlier I think I cooked it a little too long. Okay. There we go. It's starting to come together now. I love the silicone spatulas because they scrape the sides. I don't know if you can see how well it's scraping the sides and you can literally get everything. And the new design, it's super light and easy to clean and ergonomic. But I like the old one too. You know why? Because the old one comes apart and I can give my kids lickings with it. And I told my son that he was like, Mom, it's your Tupperware. And I was like, it's okay. If it cracks, breaks, chips, or peels, I can replace it. But no, if you break it on your child, you're not supposed to replace it. But I just tell him that so he has a little bit of fear of Mom. Okay, so this is what it looks like. This is your batter. And I like to just scrape it on the side and then add that back in. That's the nice thing about the silicone spatula that you can, and spread it out. So because it's a round container, it cooks nice and even. So we're gonna put it in for just a minute. So while it's cooking, just know that when you do microwave recipes at home, microwaves vary. So mine, it took about 2.5 minutes. That's how fast you make the mochi. But yours, if you have a real high-powered microwave, could be quicker. While that's going, I'm gonna get ready my silicone mat. So what we're gonna use a silicone mat for is to keep my counter clean. And we're gonna prepare some cornstarch. So this is my sifter. I just liked it in here because it was easy while I was waiting. And whatever I don't use will still be in my sifter when I'm done. So the sifter is a special product. So if you like the sifter, when it comes out, you gotta get it. Don't wait or it's gonna sell out. Like for real, it'll sell out. Okay, 4 seconds. And then I'm gonna show you the process of what the mochi looks like. So the first time you open up the mochi, it's not gonna look like much. It's still gonna be really loose. Mochi gets really cakey, yeah? So you gotta stir it up really good, get the sides, and spread it back out. I'm gonna put it back in for another minute. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I had this like aha moment that what if I took my strawberries and put the azuki bean paste on it and I threw it in the freezer, and then I could have like strawberry mochi anytime I want. I just have to make the mochi and then pull the strawberries out of the freezer. That is just me thinking ahead, getting ahead of myself. I'm like that. But I think I might do that because it's strawberry season. What are you gonna do when there's no strawberries? You need a stash in your freezer for that and for margaritas. So we got about 26 seconds. Sorry. Oh, let me pull the strawberries back out. And we got to get a plate ready so we can put them on a plate. Sorry, I suffer from typical Hawaii itty bitty kitchen over here. There it is, it's calling my name. Mochi, mochi, mochi. Hey, did you hear it? Like it was talking, it really was. So now that I took it out, you can see how thick it's getting. Super, super thick. And so you want to put it in just one more time. And one of the things it recommends is that you wet your spatula in between. But we have such a good spatula, I didn't even wet it and it's not even really getting stuck. So one more time. So all of 2.5 minutes, guys, in the microwave. Probably doesn't even need the whole 30 seconds. But yes, 2.5 minutes. Does that have any questions so far? You can chat in, chime in. I hope you're enjoying it. I feel like very alone. Okay, 11 seconds left. If you wanted to add color, you would add it when you're adding in the water. So just as much coloring, food coloring as you want to get the consistency. So kind of like making chichidango inside of the microwave. If you've ever made chichidango, it's very similar to this process. Okay, so here we go. So this is it started to change color just a little bit. So we are gonna flip it out onto our cornstarch here. And trying to get as much of it as I can. Ooh, here we go, guys. And we gotta work fast. Okay, I'm gonna put a little bit of cornstarch on top. And let's try and cut it with the spatula. And you're gonna cut it into 6 pieces because we got 6 strawberries. So just like that. I know I just eyeballing, that's okay. So I'm gonna have more mochi than the others. So you know what I did earlier? The pieces with more mochi went to the bigger strawberries. That makes sense, right? I'm just putting some cornstarch in my hand to work with it. You're gonna make a quick ball. Oh yeah, it's nice and warm. And we did this at my uncle's house. It's hot. Okay, so 6 balls, right? Just quick balls. Oh yes, this should come out perfect. Okay, we'll open up the strawberries. We're just gonna press it out quickly. Oh, nice and warm into a round or a square shape. Hot, 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 hot. You want it to be hot though. And we're gonna take our strawberry and you're gonna put it in the middle. Where did my towel go? And we're gonna put it up to the middle. I hope you can see how I'm lifting like flaps. So if the mochi is warm enough, you bring all the flaps to the middle and you just twist, just like that. And that is how you make strawberry mochi. And then you put it right down and you can shape it while it's on top of the, oops, I opened it up a little bit too much, right on top of there. So I don't know if Auntie Gail folks are ready, and then maybe we can go to them and I can come back and do the strawberry spinach salad after while I'm making this. But Yes, looks good. Oh my gosh, you didn't even know the 6 strawberries didn't even last. You can let it sit. Honestly, if you're lucky, you have leftover. But normally just a day or two. It recommended to not refrigerate because mochi gets hard in the refrigerator. So I'm not sure how that does in our weather. You can be here in 30 minutes. I am super like stoked that I learned how to make this. Now you can do more than strawberries. Like I said, when we go to my uncle's for New Year's, you can also put like peanut butter and jelly. You can put peanut butter and bananas, whatever floats your boat. And then every now and then you gotta add cornstarch, by the way, to your hands. So yeah, shaping it. No need fly to Hilo. Oh my gosh, I'm saving myself so much money. Don't even know. So yeah, I don't know if Auntie Gail is ready. Auntie Gail, you want to go and then I can come back and do the salad too. Mochi ice cream. Same concept, same concept.
So we're going to go to Gail's kitchen and we'll come back and see JoJo when she's got all of her mochi done.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you, JoJo. Oh, I can be there in less than 30 minutes. You know? Well, Yanni and I are pretty close. But JoJo mentioned her can opener. I don't need to use mine, but mine is 15 years. So hers is older than mine.
Wow.
And I haven't ever had to replace it. But what I'm making today is
Two things.
fish,
And salsa.
fish with a salsa of strawberries and cucumbers and a few ingredients. But anyway, strawberry is the main theme today. So I'm going to start with my fish, and I'm using mahi, and it said to marinate it for 30 minutes. So I've had it in a little bit more than 30. So I'm actually, it says to discard the sauce and to grill it for 9 minutes. But because I'm using the Micro Pro Grill in the microwave, I'm going to put it for 5 minutes. I have 2 slices of this, one for me and one for Uilani. And I'm going to try it for just 5 minutes because they're not really big pieces. I'm just going to get the garlic. Okay. We're going to put it in the grill position. That's the grill position for 5 minutes. And today I picked strawberries for my theme because today is National Pick Strawberry Day. I didn't even know there was such a thing until Tracy said to Google, what is the day today? Okay, but I just wanted to say a few facts is more than half of the children in the US go to pick strawberries from special gardening areas. And it says that they're called strawberries, but they're not a berry. It's the only fruit that wear their seeds on the outside, and they have an average of 200 seeds. And the first fruit ripens in spring, and one can grow about 50,000 pounds of strawberries. And California supplies 75% of the strawberries grown in the US. And it said it's grown in every state. So I had to Google that. So what JoJo said, Waimea, is that where you were talking about, JoJo? It said Waimea in Hawaii is the main producer of strawberries in our state. It's known for having large and especially sweet strawberries. So that was just some strawberry facts. So now I'm going to start the salsa. And of course I have my strawberries in my fridge marked. Okay. And let's see, the first thing I'm going to do is, okay, my ingredients is, salsa. Okay.
Strawberries.
Yeah. My strawberries, I've gone ahead and sliced them, but I believe that I want to chop them a little, and I might just give it just a very few pulls in the Power Chef. And so I'm going to remove the protective cover. We don't want to get cut, right? So I'm gonna put that in here. And I'm gonna put my strawberries. Put the cover on. I have it here. I'm just gonna give it a few pulls. I think that's all I need. It's just like chopping it. Okay. So we're going to put this in the bowl. Here. Is that enough?
This is it also.
Okay. Maybe I don't have to put it all just yet. Okay, so we have our strawberries in there, and then our next ingredient is going to be our cucumber, which we have gone ahead and just diced it. So we're going to add the cucumber and red onion. So I'm going to use my small chopper, the mini one, and again, protective blade. I'm going to be chopping my onion here in here. Okay. And it calls for a purple, or I guess red onion is what this is. So I found one at my local grocery. I just gave it 5 pulls. I think that's perfect. Okay, and then our next one is 2 tablespoons of lime juice, which I'm actually, let's see, we have our lime here, and I'm going to use the lime press. The press here, and I'm going to
2 tablespoons.
It says 2 tablespoons, so I think by squeezing this, and then I'm going to turn it over and squeeze, and then I'm going to do the other half of it. It just put it over.
I think that's the best one.
Yeah, so this is how much we got out of that. Okay, that's
2
approximately 2
tablespoons.
tablespoons, yeah. And then it calls for salt, but I'm gonna eliminate the salt. And a small jalapeno, which I'm going to chop that in my small chopper. If you want to give me the small chopper. So, yeah, it's okay that it's the onion there. Okay. How hot this is going to end up being. Sounds like our microwave went off. Okay, so we've got that chopped, and then we're going to add that to our cucumber and strawberries. Okay, and
Did we bring this around to you? Jill?
that's actually it. Oh, the cilantro. We're going to chop that. That's supposed to go inside, yeah.
Yes.
And some on the top, I think it said. Okay. So we're again using our small chopper. Okay. A big piece, we'll leave that there. Okay. And that's it. So this is going to be our salsa. I hope you can see it good.
It smells good.
Doesn't that look delicious? Strawberry and cucumber. It sounds like a really nice combination, doesn't it? Okay. Our microwave is finished. So we're going to here, put it in here. Oh, this is our mahi fish. So I'm going to serve it on this plate. It actually says to put some spreading cabbage, which I have here in my Fridge Smart. So I'm going to put that. You can make this with a tortilla shell or a taco shell, or just like chips if you want to make it. So what you want to do is just go ahead and kind of dice it up. I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to take a spoon of this.
That looks good.
And so here we go, our fish with our strawberry cucumber salsa on a bed of cabbage. And I do have some tortilla shells that we can use to put this on and eat it that way, or eat it with some chips, or eat it with a taco shell. I have a little variety, so I have just some tortilla chips here. So there's several ways you can eat that, or with the taco shell. But I don't know, I think the burrito wrap might be good. But that's our recipe here for the fish with the salsa and the strawberry. Oh, I just can't wait to taste it.
No, it's so awesome. And you know what? That was so fast. I mean, how long did you cook that in the MicroPro grill? Did you say 5 minutes?
5.
So, I mean, to me, that's just so amazing, because while you threw that in the microwave, you made that salsa, and everything was fresh and homemade. And gosh, I mean, people say they don't have time to cook, but you just made really a gourmet restaurant type meal in 5 minutes.
I know, and it's a complete meal. You have vegetables, you have your protein, and then you have some carb if you want the chips or the tortilla shell. So it's complete.
Awesome. All
you
right.
just need something to drink, right?
Well, and we've got that coming up next, right? So we're going to go back to JoJo, and we're going to check out Mochi, and then we'll come back, and Tanya's got a drink for us, right?
She's doing a smoothie using strawberries.
All right.
Strawberry banana. And she's featuring her strawberries in her Fridge Smart as well.
All right. Well, we will be back in a minute.
Okay.
Is there any mochi left?
Yes, there is. I actually just created it. I want you to know that making mochi art. So mine's not so pretty. My auntie is like so quick at it. But the more you do it, the better you get at it. And the trick is to, like I said, if it's still warm, to twist the top. In fact, I wish Harley didn't have her own Zoom, because she is so much better at this than I am. So I'm going to recruit her to make strawberry mochi. But I'm going to cut one open so you guys can see. So what it looks like on the inside. So they're cooling now. It is mochi, so it's sticking. But look at that, with all the red bean inside. And believe me when I say it is delicious, there will be nothing left.
Even awesome.
You want me to do the salad now? I can do the salad now.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do
that. Sounds good. I think the MicroPro Grill is a hit tonight, because I'm going to feature the MicroPro Grill too. So this is like the most used, another most used in my kitchen. I love this because my children don't burn down the house. My son actually, maybe about 2 weeks ago, made a complete breakfast for his friends in here. And he was like, do you know how to cook spam? And they're like, yeah, on the stove. And he was like, no, in the microwave. So he made a whole breakfast for them, and they couldn't believe, like, he made spam and eggs all inside the MicroPro Grill for all the kids, and toast too. So that's what we're gonna start with. So, like Auntie Gail, I'm all about complete meals. So this recipe came from our last day of our trip. We were in Kona, and if you're like me, so you heard that how much mochi I ate, and that I ate probably half of the Big Island candies that I bought by this time, and I was full of junks, and my body needed some vegetables. So we stopped over at Kona Brewing Company. Hello. And I was like, I need vegetables, and I love strawberries. So we came across a strawberry salad. So that's what inspired this. Just like Auntie Gil's dish, this is an all-in-one dish. So you actually have protein, you have carb, and you have your fruits and vegetables all in one dish. I'm all about that. Like I said, I do daycare and food program is on top of that. So this is like a food program kind of dish that I can serve to the kids. They eat pretty good here. So we're gonna start off by making some Texas toast. This is just store-bought. Oh my gosh, I think I didn't put it in the freezer fast enough because it's stuck together. Let's get a knife. I probably shouldn't use this knife, and you shouldn't use it in the grill. Don't do what I'm doing, okay? Like a true mother, right? Don't do what I'm doing. Look, but don't do it. So I'm just gonna put 2 slices for me and my husband. What this is gonna do is it's gonna toast the bread, but it's gonna warm up the grill because we're gonna toast, if you didn't know, you can toast nuts in here. So I'm putting that in for about 4 minutes while I get ready. So I'm using sliced almonds. So under the food program, any kind of nuts is considered a protein as well. So nuts are super healthy. They're plant-based. So if you're looking to go plant-based, this is the kind of meal for you. So this is about 3/4 of a cup of almonds. So I'm just gonna have it ready. So once the toast comes out, we can throw the almonds in. She was like, what am I doing? Okay, now I'm going to wash my spinach in my salad spinner. No, we don't have this right now. So again, look out. If you see it, you want to get it. After you see this one time, you're going to want to get it because this is another thing that this cannot even get inside the dishwasher because it's we eat fruits and vegetables every day and I wash everything in here. So it calls for 10 ounces of spinach. To me, that means whatever fits in my bowl. And I'm taking it out of our Fridge Smart. So our Fridge Smart line, if you don't have it, you need it. Every refrigerator needs this. And I'm going to share with you. So this is, we're in May. So back in March, I bought some asparagus and we had the kids over, and my kids, they don't like eat too much vegetables. So we grilled only half the bag and I threw it in a Fridge Smart. And what ended up happening is I threw it in the fridge and my husband kept me so busy that week that I forgot about it. I think I left it like 2 weeks inside the Fridge Smart. Now, if you know asparagus, it's very finicky. My grandma used to put it inside a bowl of water standing up so that it wouldn't dry out in the fridge. And even then, sometimes it grows mildew on top. 2 weeks inside the fridge and the asparagus was still crisp. So I think only 2 spears were no good out of that whole bunch. Now, one of the other things I love about it, so it has this chart on it that you can use for all your different fruits and vegetables. Nowadays, the new ones, they have like a little QR code. You just scan it with your phone so you can see the charts and what to do. But if you're old school like me, I need everything in front of me. I can just look and the spinach is right here and turn the dial. The vents help to make sure that there's the right amount of air going through. So some vegetables need more air, some need less air, some need no refrigeration at all. And it'll tell you these vegetables don't need refrigeration, except for when you live in Hawaii, because everything spoils here. So anyways, this is a large one. This is a special. Again, I have all these special things that Tupperware gets me every time on the specials because I say I need that. But right now, if you're not a consultant yet, you want to be. This is the reward offer this month. And $15 gets you in. And what $15 does, you don't need the bins in your fridge. They don't work good anyways. So $15 gets you 25% off everything that you can buy. Now you can either save that 25%, that's what I was looking to do, or you can talk to a couple friends, gather a few friends and make that 25%. Another thing you can do is join us, hold your grand opening. Not only can you make the 25%, but you get all the hostess gifts free when you invite your friends. And by doing that, you'll submit $40 worth of sales and you can get this set that is valued at, I think it was $94. You can get it for $15. So I want to show you because I use the little ones too. Like we use this every day. So my slim ones we use for asparagus, carrots, cucumbers, zucchinis, you name it, we put it in the fridge smart. And yes, I have bins, they have nuts inside of them. The bins in the crisper drawers, not crisper, right? Okay, so the micro grill just went off. I'm gonna leave it sitting because it's still nice and hot. And this is the spinach. So I'm gonna do a little trick. So we're gonna put water. This is the correct way to wash fruits and vegetables, by the way. You either fill a bucket. So if you don't have tassel bowls, get you some, because if you do a lot of vegetables, you just soak it for a little bit. And you wanna make sure there's enough water. Sorry, I'm splashing myself. You wanna make sure there's enough water for the vegetables to move around. So like this. See, so you can kind of move it, and what that'll do, and then you just shake it, you know, like your jury cleaner, like that, just shake. And I'm gonna add, this is gonna be used later, my red onion. Now soaking your red onion for about 15 minutes before you cut it helps you with tears, if you didn't know that. I learned that from my ex-husband. He was a fish cutter and they made a lot of poke. And so the first thing they did in the day was make a big bucket full of onions and they would just soak it all day long for when they needed it. So quick tip. So here we go. We're gonna open up the Micro Pro and Tupperware tongs. I love these guys. This is nylon. You shouldn't use metal utensils in Tupperware, but this is perfect. So I wish you could feel it. It has like a crispy on top. I like my bread like this, but you could leave it in a little longer if you want it more toasted. But now that our girl, in fact, I think you can see the bottom is starting to toast, but this is enough for me. So put that on the side and we're gonna throw in our almonds. Now you wanna try and keep it in the center. I probably should have used the ring to keep it in the center, but as she go. And then I'm just gonna grill it. Nuts you grill in the microwave about a minute at a time. So 1 minute, stir 1 minute until it's to your liking. So microwave, work with me. Sorry. Okay. So while that's going, washing that, we're gonna make our salad dressing. And I'm gonna feature, so I don't know how many of you are familiar with this and this. And so this is our all-in-one shaker, and this is our quick shake. Now our quick shake holds 20 ounces and the all-in-one holds 12. And this is super cool because it has a blender in it. But this is just too much space. Like I can't use that much salad dressing. And I like to make salad dressing fresh so that we're gonna use it up and make fresh again the next time. So if you didn't know, this little insert fits in your all-in-one shaker. So you know what that told me? I need both products. I'm one of those shoppers. I need it all. Give it all to me. That's why I'm a consultant. I needed the discount. So we're gonna make it in this all-in-one shaker. There's a whole bunch of other things that come with this and it's super cool, but I like because they have measurements right on them. So making dressing is easy. I gotta check the almonds. We're multitasking tonight. How many of you ladies multitask? You know that men are horrible at multitasking? Okay, so we just moving them around, shake them up, throw them back in. On the grill position again, 1 more minute. Okay, so we need, this one is gonna be a balsamic dressing. So a 1/4 cup, which is, the thing I get tarts here, 2 ounces. So we're just gonna pour 2 ounces. Then we need, Portuguese are good at this. I'm Portuguese, that explains everything, Fran. Okay. Anyways, balsamic vinegar. It says oil. A lot of people use olive oil. My husband has a medical condition. We cannot use olive oil, so I use avocado. So this is 3 tablespoons of avocado. And look at our midgets. You know, this is the bomb. I put all my ingredients for tonight inside little midgets. They're on sale, by the way. My favorite thing for this is formula. Oh my gosh, this is like one baby bottle right here. So I pre-make all babies bottles and I have different colors. So lunchtime ones have 3 scoops in them and they're white seals. And then my snack ones only have 2 scoops and they're blue seals. And if we have to leave the house in a hurry, I just throw it in the bag with the bottle. So tip for that. So, oh, microwave calling me again. Pretty soon I'm gonna need strawberry wine with this, I think. And you can, oh my goodness, I can smell it. It's toasted. I'm probably gonna put it in one more time. But yeah, it's starting, you can smell the toasting. That's how you know it's done. I'm gonna put them in one more time though. Okay. That's going, so where were we? Olive oil, we need 3 tablespoons of poppy seeds. Where did my spatulas go? Spatulas. Okay, now we need honey, 1.5 tablespoons of honey. And again, like I'm gonna show you how good, all of our spatulas are so good. So I pre-made this and it's gonna get every last bit of this honey out. Oh, look at that. You need 1/2 teaspoon of Dijon mustard. And just like that. Kosher salt. I love kosher salt in my kitchen. I never grew up with kosher salt, but we have this all over my kitchen. This is my favorite salt now. 1/2 teaspoon of kosher salt. And I think this was 1/8 teaspoon of black pepper. And we're just gonna shake it all up. So again, the insert from the quick shake. So like I said, you see how we only used a small portion? That's why I prefer to use this particular cup. And we're just gonna snap it on and shake it up. Shake, shake, senora. This is also the awesomest container for making margaritas. Just saying, strawberry margaritas sound good too, since we're on strawberry topics. Okay, so we have our dressing ready. Sorry, I'm bad. We got toasted almonds. And, oh yeah, they're toasted. Can you see that? I wish you could smell that, but they're turning brown. So we're gonna leave it just like that. We're gonna put this on the side. And I'm gonna feature one of my favorite products to do. I need a cutting board for this. And this is our mandolin. Now, if you don't have a mandolin, you need one. Every house needs one. It's the coolest toy, but no, for real. I grew up with a mandolin in my house. The Tupperware Mandolin is like 100 times better than the mandolin I got. You want to be very careful because the blades are very sharp, but it has dials on the side. So as I turn these first dials, it drops the, I don't know if you can see it good. I'm gonna try and turn it so you can see. But it drops the base of this so that it can make different thicknesses of your food. So you can make, if you like making chips, this is what you need. Now also inside of this, my dad's mandolin used to have all these different blades. And I remember cutting my fingers because the tines were separate from the unit. So with Tupperware, everything's inside. So I just turn this and the tines come up for different thicknesses so that you can get dices. Tonight, we need sliced onions and we need like thin ones. So I'm gonna put it probably on just like four sounds like a good number, right? That's how I do things here. We go, that sounds good. So I'm gonna cut off the edge of my onion, red onion. Like I said, the longer you soak it, it takes some of the bitterness and it also takes away the crying. And if you don't have the Tupperware knife, you need that too. We've been converting our kitchen, by the way. So we're gonna put it inside of here. And one of the things I learned years ago with my dad's mandolin is you can actually cut down your onion, and that will give you, if you cut this way, that'll give you half slices. And if you cut this way, it'll give you quarter slices when the slices go. So super, talk about saving time. Who wants to save time? I work crazy hours, I have no time. So that's why I'm always looking for stuff like this. So you wanna use the gravity basically and slide it down. Don't put your hands there, trust me. You don't wanna, you're gonna be like my husband. You're gonna need to have the tetanus shot and clean out your finger. Don't put your fingers there. Put only the food. And you're gonna just slide it down. And I wanna show you how nice these slices are. And right there, you got quarter slices. So we're just gonna do enough for the salad. I had peeled the outside earlier, so well, probably not good enough, but my family doesn't know. It's all good for them. It's plant-based. So those last ones, see, I didn't cut all the way through. So these are like slices. And then the first ones were the quarter slices. But we're gonna use them all tonight because that I love onions, so I will eat the big slices. They can eat the quarter slices. Okay, we're gonna go back to the salad. So remember I said this is how you clean vegetables. Just a bowl of water, loosen it up, all the dirt comes loose. Now this Tupperware salad spinner is the bomb. It has a colander. So you just take the food out, or spinach in this matter, and you want to leave it loose as you come out and put it inside the colander. I do it over the sink. So it takes most of that out. And then what's left behind, sometimes get bugs, sometimes get rotten spinach. When I make kalua pig and cabbage, guys, I cut up the cabbage and I soak it after, right inside the water in here, and then I spin it. So now we're gonna spin. I love toys in the kitchen. Kitchen is my zone. Everybody stay out of my space. And you have to hold it down or it will literally, you might go flying with it. So we just spin it a little bit and it'll take out all of the water from your spinach. See, look how much water came out even after I drained it. And you can see the color in the water. So that's how you clean spinach or any kind of salad. And now we're gonna feature, I'm so excited, guys. Our shipping was crazy, but you know what? My Clearly Elegant bowl finally came in and I get to use it tonight. Don't put it in the dishwasher so it can stay looking like glass. And because I have babies around here, I can have pretty bowls and know that if it drops on the ground, we're not gonna get hurt. So we're just filling up our salad. And we're gonna take that. I had already pre-cut some strawberries. Again, they're inside of my Fridge Smart. So Fridge Smart also holds your cut fruit. So we do a lot of pineapple, blueberries. So they're already cut, no open vents when you use cut fruits. We're gonna put about a pound of strawberries. Look at that salad, so pretty too in this bowl. You can see through it. And then we want to put our onions. I feel like I made too much, but that's okay. We can throw them on after. We're going to put our onions. I almost forgot. We want some cheese. Where did it go? That's not it. This one is it. Cheese is another source of protein. So on the food program, we can write off serving cheese. So like I said, this is one of those meals that becomes an all-in-one. All I do is add on the toast and I can feed this to the kids. This is what kids eat over here. You know what the parents tell me? They want to join my daycare so that they can come eat with us. And then right on top of that, I'm going to put the toasted almonds. Oh, where did we go? And this is dinner for my family tonight, guys. They're going to love that Mom only made salad. Plant-based tonight. Yay! So that is our spinach salad. I don't put the dressing until right before because the dressing tends to soak down the salad. So either you can toss it up right before or you can make your plates and put it on. This dressing, you should have left over if you're using it with this salad. But that's all I have for you tonight. And I hope you enjoyed it. But so pretty, yeah, look at that.
That looks so good.
Right?
That is amazing. So beautiful. Thank you so much, JoJo. Wow. All right. So now we're going to go back to our beverage. We're ready.
Unmute. Okay. Before we go to her, I just wanted to show this how it looks on the tortilla shell.
Beautiful.
Tortilla. Looks so nice. Okay.
Are we unmuted?
Let's see.
Where's that?
Yeah.
Okay.
You want me to
Hi
move it over?
guys.
Okay.
So tonight I'm doing a strawberry banana smoothie. Thank you, Jojo. That was awesome. Thank you, Gail. I'm gonna have dinner with Gail. But tonight, really simple. So again, I'll be using my chopper. But first thing I wanted to share is the Fridge Smart and why. This is the strawberries that I bought some days ago, and it's already kind of going bad. It's like really going bad. Okay. But I put them in my Fridge Smart as soon as I came home, and I left some out so I could show you guys the difference on how pretty mine are look in my Fridge Smart. So I'm a believer, as Tina said, we want it in every household. I'm a believer of that because I'm gonna make sure that every household has Fridge Smart because this is so beautiful compared to what I would have had if I left it in the non-crisper containers. Okay. So I had all my strawberries pitted and I'm gonna make a strawberry banana smoothie. So I just using a cup of strawberries. It's about maybe 4 or 5 pieces, depending on how big they are. So I'm gonna be using my chopper. So I'm just gonna put in my strawberries in there into my chopper. And by the way, I love this. It's so much easy for boiled eggs. And then I got 1 banana that I'm gonna also be adding into this. And I'm also going to be using soy milk tonight. I'm just going to use a cup of soy milk. You can use whatever you want, whatever liquids you want to use. You can use just about anything into this smoothie. So I'm just giving it like 3 pulls, and then I'm going to add my milk. So I got it into my little container, my little data party here. So I just put in 1 cup. And then you can also put ice in it if you want. The chopper is excellent for ice, chopping ice. You can make your own crushed ice with this. I use this all the time for my cube ice, and I just crush it because I love crushed ice. And then I just give it a couple more pulls. And then you can flavor it, sweeten it with whatever you want. I'm gonna be sweetening mine with honey. And it looks so fabulous in here. I don't know if you can see it, but I am just gonna add in honey to this. I have 2 teaspoons, which is kind of a lot. So I'm just gonna put a little drizzle in there and give it a couple more pulls. And then I'm gonna just pour it into my tumbler here, my Tupperware tumbler. And so Gail and I can enjoy some smoothies while we eat our fish. But let me just give it a couple more pulls. And I'm just pouring it into my tumbler. There you go. My strawberry smoothie and our Tupperware straws that we have in our book for $25. Okay.
Awesome. Oh,
Yes.
so
And that's it.
delicious.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow, what a night. Those were some amazing, that's so cute, amazing recipes. Thank you all so
Yes.
much. And for all of our consultants, I know that you're going to want a copy of the recipes. And so here's how you're going to find them. They will be in our Facebook group in the albums section. We have a place called event recipes, and that's where you're going to make sure that you put them. And we'll make sure that they're there so you'll be able to have a chance to find those. Okay. So
right.
I am so excited about this because I love strawberries, and that this just made me want to run out and get some strawberries right this minute. So thank you so much. Think about what we just
Yes,
had,
thank you,
guys.
everybody.
We had strawberry cucumber salsa with fish tacos. We had a delicious smoothie. We had strawberry mochi, and we also had a beautiful strawberry salad. 4 fabulous recipes. Thank you so much to the rising stars tonight. Thank you for those of you that have joined us
Yes.
this evening.
Thank you, everybody.
I'm
Awesome.
headed to your
Awesome.
houses. I'm coming for dinner. I'll be there in 30 minutes. Good night,
You can
everybody.
come on down the road over here.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Okay,
Thanks, you
bye.
guys.
Thank you, Jojo. Thank you,
Thank you.
Leilani.
Thank you.
Rising Stars team. Yay,
Yay.
you guys